By now, Anthony. So good to have you back here again. Tell us first where we are in New York and California with the Republicans.
Well, New York sets up very well for Donald Trump, even without the home state advantage. They see him as authentic. They see him as effective, which in New York, more so in some other states, they define as a president who could negotiate well, right? And that same metric is helping John Kasich a little bit too. But they also see Donald Trump as the most electable of the candidates. Though when we ask these New Yorkers who ostensibly know him best, do you think that Donald Trump will pivot to the general election and become a little less outspoken than he is right now? They overwhelmingly said no.
So they're okay with him being outspoken because they're New Yorkers.
Because they're New Yorkers. Now in California, we see a lot of very conservative Republicans, and we don't often pay attention to California as we get to this part of the primary process, but they will have, if you will, their moment in the sun, or at least the political sun, as they will probably be the decisive primary when it all comes down to it, whether or not Donald Trump goes over the top. There, the immigration question helps him a lot. That's keeping him on top. There's a lot of opposition to illegal immigration there, and also fears of terrorism. All of those things are propelling him. We will see a dynamic out there in California that makes for kind of a fitting finale to all this, because the electorate there looks very much like the kinds of conservatives who've been participating in these primaries all the way up to now.
So let's pull back now and look at the entire Republican race. The big question is, how well does Donald Trump have to do in New York to get him to that, to get to 1237, that number we keep hearing?
The key for everyone watching New York is, can Donald Trump get over 50%? Now, the polls suggest that he can. If he does, he will get the bulk of delegates out of New York. And he needs to do that to get back on the path to 1237. Now, what we mean by path is he's got to then keep on winning through April, through May, and then out to a big win in California in order to make it. And even if he does, the math suggests it's going to be close.
It's going to be a squeaker. Update us on the Democrats in New York and California.
The race in New York looks very much like it has in previous primaries, which is to say, Bernie Sanders leads Hillary Clinton on some metrics, like honest and trustworthy, like being authentic. But Clinton is up on him big on, is she specific about policy? She's got a wide lead there, and that's been a criticism of Bernie Sanders in New York, of course. And so she's got the demographics on her side there as well. All of that adds up to her lead. What is keeping Bernie Sanders' campaign going also is that his voters say that they feel they are part of a larger movement, a movement that is larger than just their individual vote. And I think that contributes a lot to the enthusiasm that they continue to feel.
Which is why he may take that movement all the way to the convention.